Looking at the world, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson has said that early indications in the UK suggest that the Omicron variant is more transmissible than the earlier Delta variant, hence raising red flags all across. Many poor and low and middle income nations are currently struggling with the lack of vaccine access, and this new variant poses much threat on these nations. So, the United States government has announced that in a program called the Initiative for Global Vaccine Access, the US would invest $400 million, which would enhance international coordination and also help countries overcome these vaccine barriers. Meanwhile, with the threat of Omicron looming over the United States, the FDA is expected to soon authorize COVID-19 pills, which hopes to reduce the risk of hospitalizations and deaths from Merck and Pfizer. On this and much more, we spoke with ITV Gold's senior health expert, Dr. Tushar Patel, earlier today. Here is Dr. Patel. So my first question to you has to be about what is happening with the case numbers and the deaths in the nation. We're losing about 1,000 people a day still, and now we're reporting more than 100,000 cases per day. So how are you observing these numbers? How concerning are these numbers?
So we have twofold things we need to discuss today. Number one is Omicron B.1.1.529, which is a variant of concern and now reported cases in 19 states. However, currently Delta variant has increased the spread in this country and is responsible for most of the cases in the USA. Like you mentioned, more than 100,000 cases are being reported every single day. 7 days average 120,000 cases as of today, which is about 53% increase from the last month. 55,000 people are currently in the hospital receiving the treatment, and more than 1,000 people are dying every single day. So Delta surge right now in this country is a huge concern, and also Omicron, we will know in few weeks what will happen. So right now, Delta surge is the biggest concern.
Do you think this is because of Thanksgiving?
This is because of two things. People are getting together. That's number one, Thanksgiving.
Right.
And the vaccination is only 61% of the US population received 2 vaccines. So vaccination hesitancy is responsible for the new surges.
Yeah. Let's now talk about the Omicron variant. I have a couple of questions. Today, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson declared Omicron more transmissible. He's saying it's the most transmissible variant we have seen so far. I want to know, why is this so transmissible, and are we going to see the same trend here in the US?
So Alpha variant was more contagious than original COVID-19, and Delta was even more contagious than the Alpha variant. So the history says that the variants are more infectious, but in Omicron variant, my educated guess is we still need to wait for the answers. It may spread to more people, but the illness may be mild or even moderate, and people don't even need hospitalization. So for that numbers or that statistics, we still need to wait a couple of weeks for us to answer that. But the answer is the variants has always more contagious nature than the original virus.
Right. How are you looking at the current vaccination status? And again, should we be worried about the lack of vaccination in certain areas and the spread of Omicron at the same time?
Yeah, like we talked in summertime that we have few months before the winter months hit to get more people, 70–80% of people get vaccinated in this country. The biggest challenge right now, 61% of the US population, close to 200 million, are fully vaccinated. About 33% of fully vaccinated older adults ages 50 and up, representing quarter of 25% of all adults in that age range already received a booster shot. So 1.7 million received a vaccine yesterday in the USA. So those are all good numbers. However, we still need to reach that 10%, 15% more population to get that herd immunity or community immunity in this country.
Do you think lack of vaccinations amongst children, especially the age group of 5 to 11, do you think that is a troublesome news when we are trying to get 70% of this nation vaccinated?
Yes, absolutely. Because as of right now, the kids under 12 years old, only 50% of the children are vaccinated in this country. So those kids or those children are at biggest risk of getting this Omicron variant, because the Omicron variant will definitely hit the people who did not get one dose of vaccine. So those individuals who did not get any vaccine are at the highest risk. That includes kids.
What do you think, doctor, should be done to sort of encourage vaccinations amongst children in this country? Because I believe we have to reach out to the parents, right, who are concerned. That's why the kids are not getting vaccinated. What should the government do?
I think the government should do education to the parents in the school system, in the university systems, in the public health, in the county level, and somehow that rapid scale of vaccination across the globe or across this country needs to happen right now, because I think we are running out of time, and I think government is doing a good job of bringing this vaccination to the community clinics and those places, but still the vaccination hesitancy is there. The parents' education, people's education needs to happen at a local level.
Do you, as a medical professional, and this is your personal opinion, doctor, do you think the schools should mandate vaccines? Because that could be a game changer.
I have been telling this for last few months, since about 3-4 months, that it is time for the government to take some bold actions, bold steps, and have the vaccination mandate like New York just did 2 days ago, right, to have the private sector ask for the proof of vaccination. All those private sectors in the country should do the same, including the airlines, including the theaters, including the restaurants. All those public places should follow that recommendation. And I think if we do that, I think we could be in much better shape in next few months.